Let me go this way, today's my day. God is taking place tonight. Let's all dance and make it shine. Let's all dance and make it shine.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my third car video review on Victoriosa channel. Today for the review we have the retro modern BMW Z4 from 2012. I would like to thank my colleague Anton for providing me today with the car for the review and for spending the time with me today in order to tell me about the car, to show me all its pluses and minuses, and to inform me how is it to own and to drive the BMW Z4 from 2012, a petrol engine in the M package. As usual, today I'm going to provide you the information about the engine. I'm going to provide you the information about the interior. Okay, it's a little bit small, but for two persons it will be more than enough. And believe me, I am 1.85 meters, but my colleague Anton is even higher, and he's driving this car even with the roof top off or on, and he doesn't have any issues with the height. Also, we're gonna speak about the style of the car. As you see, it is fantastic. And as well, we're gonna have it for a drive, and we're gonna feel together what it means to drive a BMW Z4 on the Cyprus Road. Да, как-то феерично. Today for the review we have the 5th generation of the BMW Z series, and in this case is this BMW Z4. The direct competitors of the car are Mercedes SL-K 250 and the Audi TT. But when I asked my colleague why did he bought this beauty here and why he didn't choose the Mercedes or the Audi TT, in this case he replied that he bought with his eyes. So if you have at least a small idea of how a modern design and a good look should be, in this case you're gonna buy this car as he did, because this BMW Z4 design is a macho without man. Like, if to be more concrete about that, this design was made by a woman, by Juliana Blasi, and she was 32 years old at that time. And as you see, it looks fantastic, it looks aggressive, it looks modern and retro in the same body of the car. It is a combination of luxury and sport, all married with this open-top Roadster sensation that you can feel and enjoy day-by-day driving. At the beginning, I said that the car has an M package. If you see here, even the front grille, the front bumper, it is from an M package. Even the sign of the BMW is in M package style. But taking consideration that there are no Z4 M's, it has an M package, but inside it's a normal Z4 that you were able to buy at that time or right now on the market. About the front styling, if you see in 2012 BMW didn't have the same problem as they have right now with their newest models, with the biggest grille. Like, sometimes you're thinking the grille is even bigger than the bumper or even bigger than the car. I'm not sure why they are doing it, but in the end they are different than ours. But in 2012 the BMW was thinking more about the style and how the car looks after 8, 10 years, 20 years, and even after 8 years this car looks fantastic. The grille, what is necessary? The lights are made in a classic form, and here we have a dynamic Z-node headlamps with auto levering and cornering, and as well so the car has a retractable headlights washer. The rims, here we have the 19-inch rims and as well the M package sign. You'll be seeing here the original rims from the BMW for the M package, and as well the BMW logo M package sign that we have here. You see, it's a different color, not a blue and white as usual, but it's somehow a gray with a black grayish color with the white. And I counted around 16 places in this small car, inside and outside, where you can find the M package sign or redesigned a BMW logo for the M package. Because BMW was thinking about the owner of this car that, he's driving a Roadster. He's driving a Roadster. Most probably he'll forget in what kind of car is it. Maybe he will think that he was driving a Mercedes or an Audi. Let's put him 16 different places that will remind him that yes, it's a BMW Z4 in an M package. In the back, it's the same good looking car as in the front. Here you have the LED stopping lights. As well, you have a copy of the stopping lights that here right on the boot door. As well, you have the parking sensors in the behind of the car because you never know. You need the parking sensors in order to be sure that you're not gonna scratch by yourself this beauty. Unfortunately, the boot is very small. It's only around 265 liters. So if you're driving somewhere on the road, just drive very light, because in the end, you're not buying this car in order to transport bigger objects, but taking consideration. The car has a dual exhaust pipes, and you're gonna hear them just right now. The car has 1,470 kilograms and it is powered by a 2-liter turbocharged, double turbocharged or twin power turbocharged engine that will give the power output of 232 horsepower and 350 Newton per meters. And what's funny, the previous version has a V6-liter engine. This one all through is a 2-liter engine that is a twin powered engine. It will give you the same power output as the previous V6 engine, but in the same time will give you even higher Newton per meter torque. And this is wonderful. If to make a comparison with the other version of the car, the 1.8i that had the same 2-liter engine, but is not turbocharged. In this case, that car will provide you only with 180 horsepower. This one is 232, and believe me, the difference in 62 horsepower, you're gonna feel it very well while driving on a highway. The 242 horsepower will give you the sensation of holding the hell by the steering wheel and driving it on the Cyprus road, or driving it in a sunny day on the road, and maybe hopefully without any other person next to you disturbing your pleasant drive. Also, we have a 3.8-liter engine that is also turbocharged for the same car. It will give you a power output of 306 horsepower. When I asked the owner why in the end he did choose this version, the 2.8i with two turbocharged liter engine, he said that if to make a comparison with the 306 horsepower engine and this one, in this case here he's paying less taxes because the CO2 emission is 152 CO2 per kilometer, and as well the car is more economical. So if you want to keep the hell by the wheel while driving and to feel fun when you're doing it, in this case you need to buy this model, the 2.8i, because it will be plenty or more than enough for a day-by-day life in a Roadster. So the Roadsters are made for fun, for enjoying it, the life. I have a fuel consumption in the city of around 7.5 liters and outside on the highway around 6.9 liters. But this is the price that you pay for having a fun ride in a sunny day or maybe on a sunny road. So you decide. I think if you are looking for fun, this is the car that you need. Sorry the guys for the Toyota, I'm also owning a Toyota Urus Hybrid. I'm just saying that a Z4, a Roadster Z4, is more for the people who love the fun of driving. Like in Toyota, unfortunately, you're driving, yes, a calculated decision of buying the car, but it's not fun. Let's be sincere. The Toyota is not providing you with any fun experience of driving. At least the Auris, Corolla, maybe the same Aventis, not sure about the other, most probably the Supra that is under the bonnet is the same Z4, you're gonna have some fun. But the Z4 that we have here, it is like, what the fun, or how the fun would look like. Take a better look to it. This is how the fun looks. So about the others who are thinking how fast the car will drive, the car has a maximum of 250 kilometers per hour. And if somehow you are thinking about stopping, just take in consideration that the car, after the test, from 100 kilometers per hour, it's required only 35.5 meters to stop. This is a very good result. Because it's a Roadster, you have the option to take the roof out and to put it on whenever it's necessary. If you have, by example, a sunny day, you can take the roof back to the boot and it will be relatively fast. It will be around 18 seconds for the roof to go back to the boot or for the roof to come out from the boot and to be mounted back on the car. You can operate with the roof up to 40 kilometers per hour, so you can do it even while driving in the city. Overall, in UK right now you have around 10 cars for selling for this model year Z4. In Cyprus you have around 14 cars, but there's a difference between the prices. If in UK you can buy the price point from 10k GBP until 13.5 GBP, here in Cyprus it's around 14,000, 17,000.
Yo, microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make it a microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could have played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time shadow cat, part-time. That is not a guy that I would ever want to try to battle rap. Snap, crackle, pop, mind fried to a crisp. Make an MC into a wide-eyed lunatic.
The interior of the BMW Z4 2.i from 2012 for 2 liters petrol engine with 232 horsepower under the bonnet. If you see here, I'm 1 meter 85 centimeters and I have around this space until I'm gonna hit the ceiling. But if you see, it's plenty of space. Even for my leg room, I'm staying like a king. My legs are very good positioned here, and most probably it will be a lovely experience to drive the car. I can adjust the seats only here, and as well I have the option to move the retractable manual pad here under my legs to feel even comfortable while driving in the on the long distances, on the long roads. About the front console, here we have the electronic parking as in the Toyota Auris, but it's made a little bit different. You're not just pressing the button, but you need to hold in order to park or as well to unpark the car. As well, in front you have the iDrive technology here that you can control directly with your hand while driving. But what I read about the iDrive of that period is that even on the Z4 it was an issue to use it because it's not so simple, it's more complicated. On the panel here you have as well the mode of comfort, sport and sport plus. So it's if you go for the sport or sport plus, your suspension will stiffen, car will steer even preciser than previously. But in the end, if you're not gonna race, I think only the comfort mode it will be more than enough. You have an armrest, but what's interesting, like what the hell, BMW, the cup holders are inside of on the armrest, so what do you expect? Like for me driving on the road, and in the end I'll not be able to put my arm on the armrest because I'll have here like 2 coffees or I don't know 2 frappes, and you think this is right? Okay, I understand that this is a Roadster and most probably you didn't have enough space where to mount the 2 cup holders in order to use it in the same time with the armrest. Most probably for someone it will be an issue. For my example, for my colleague it is not. He's driving well. Most probably he's not using at the same time the cup holders and the armrest. But okay, it is like it is. You hide the AUX port. Here you can connect your external devices because in the multimedia system here you have the CD option and the radio. Unfortunately you cannot connect any USB or Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So in this case you can connect through AUX your device, your mobile phone, or you can connect, as you see here, the USB device for additional music. And as well you have the place, if you're smoking you have the thing necessary for you to light your cigarette. As well, in the middle of the panel you have ashtray. Not sure who will be using. My colleague, for example, he's not smoking and it is not modern or ready to smoke, but if something you have it. As well you have the heated seats from both the passengers and the driver's side, the parking beeping that you can turn it off if it's necessary. Well, you have 2 buttons that will control the roof opening and the roof closing. So box is a 8-speed gearbox automatically, but you can choose it and use it as a manual mode. In this case you're gonna just unblock it and use the paddle shifts in order to change the speed. I said the multimedia in front, it is like the simple CD and the radio. You can choose by pressing whatever is necessary. In the middle of the control panel you see the style that is made everything in a round shape. I don't know, maybe the designer at that time, that's another woman, she was thinking about the earth, but everything is made in the round shape with the chrome. As well, in the middle of the panel you have the climate control, and most probably the other designer, as well a woman, when she made the design of this climate control, she was thinking about the earth, because here you have 5 circles with chrome right next to them, and the climate control is a dual zone climate control. Each passenger can choose what temperature does they require. Okay, both of them are not digitalized, but it's very easy to choose what temperature do you need in your car in order to feel well. For the driver, here as well you see the cockpit that is unfortunately not digitalized, but for the 2012 year it looks very nice. You see the speed that is in miles and as well in kilometers. You can see how many gasoline do you still have in your car. As well you can see RPMs that you can have while driving, and as well you have one small board computer that will provide you with basic information that you need, from the average speed, average consumption, the kilometers that you drove, how many kilometers you still have for driving with the petrol that you have inside of the car, etc. Another odd decision of the BMW stylers at that time, in order to start the car, it's not only necessary to have your keys inside of your pocket and to press the start-stop button, as by example it would be in the Toyota Urus on the Nissan Note that I reviewed previously. No, in this case BMW think differently than others, and they said like, give me the keys and take the key and put it inside here in the special place for it, and only after that you press the start button. Like, what the hell, BMW, about what you are thinking at that time? Like, what was possible to make it as usual as any other manufacturers? Please don't go as the Renault is doing it. Renault even right now is having the same technology. You have that pass, or let's say the driving key in the front of the credit card, and in the end you need to mount it inside of the car in order to press the start button. So this is okay, this was okay like 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, but not right now. So BMW, if you have the same technology, maybe it's time to change it. Sound in the car, it is fantastic. You have around 14 speakers. Yes, in this small car you have 14 speakers. End of the seat you have a small storage space, but okay, I'm not sure you're gonna use it, but if you're gonna use it, it's good to have something. As well, in the middle have another storage space where you can put some small things that you don't need, or in the end you're gonna forget about them, but it's good to have them. What about the safety? Unfortunately, a BMW Z4 in 2012 at the Euro Cup scored only 3 stars from the 5. That's mean for the adult occupancy it's giving only a 76% protection rate from 100. For the child is 91%. At most probably child are with the car seats, that's why 91%. Okay, if you have children, please do not drive this car with them. Leave them home or take a family car. It will be safer and a better decision for you. Feel classy. Here you have a lot of chrome from this side and as well from in the front panel of the car. See, the doors are made as well with chrome, the handles as well with chrome and metal. All the 4 windows are automatic. Yes, this one is also a mirror that will go down. Here we have the M package steering wheel, and if you see here, you'll see the M package sign. The steering wheel have as well the double clutch changing of the speeds. As usual, you can control a lot of things from the steering wheel, as you see, the multimedia, the voice control, the phone calling. As well, you can even control your climate control and to choose only the air from inside of the car, as well to choose different modes. You have the cruise control of the car. As well, you can control your speed by changing the gearbox manually, and after using the pedals here under the wheel.
Yo, microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make it a microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could've played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time shadow cat, part-time. That is not a guy that I would ever wanna try to battle rap. Snap, crackle, pop, mind fried to a crisp. Make an MC into a wide-eyed lunatic.
First experience with the BMW Z4. The owner humbly agreed to give me the option of driving the car for at least like 1 kilometer. So I hope everything will go well. So it will go on drive. I'll make. Oh my gosh! Yeah. Okay, I'm driving only 40 kilometers per hour, but you feel the power. You know, like 350 Newton per meter torque is. Giving a propulsion for the car to go exactly to the moon. This is how I'm saying, like to go exactly to the moon. And the car is keeping very well the road, you know, like even for a higher speed in the corners, no issues. And is it a fun? Yes, it is a big fun. Okay, Toyota, sorry guys, this is fun because it doesn't matter what you're doing and how fast you're driving, but if you're pressing your leg on the acceleration, you're under the moon. And I just saw that my colleague stopped the VCA off, was probably because he was thinking that I'm gonna drift, but not today, not today. Oh my gosh, I really love the car. You see my smile? This is your smile every time while driving the car, every time. Like in the end, as any other review will say, should I recommend you buy the car, consider the car, or I don't know, pass by? I will say just go and buy it. If you have the money, if you love driving, in this case, go and buy the car. You'll never regret it. This, I'm more than sure that the owner that is right next to me right now, he'll say the same. Do you recall at the beginning of the video I said that You don't need the higher end 3.0i. It's just enough to have this one, 2.8i with 242 horsepower, because you're holding by the steer. The hell! Yay! Okay, it has a very smallest possible turbo lag. It's reacting, in general, it's reacting very fast. So it not be like you're staying somewhere and you need to move the car and the car will think like, okay, owner, sorry, I think I need to drink a tea like other cars. No, you just press the acceleration and the car is flying directly where it's necessary. What I forgot to tell you about the BMW. You'll not find any other car that will drive as BMW. After driving a BMW, you most probably will not want another car. I'm already afraid that I'm gonna go inside of my Toyota, I'm gonna say like, no, bring me back that BMW because I want to drive it. So be attentive if you're driving one of these cars, because if you go inside, you're gonna buy one. For today, this was all, folks. I hope that you enjoyed the video and I'm waiting you in my next video. Leave your comments in the comment section below, hit subscribe, hit like and the notification bell in order not to miss any new videos that will appear on the channel. Cheers!
See into a wide-eyed lunatic.